My name is Mr. Gibson. I am the lead for student engagement and leadership, and my job centres around developing the character of students, including developing key skills like leadership, organisation, communication and independence, as well as being responsible for whole school leadership. One way we do that is through the Pixel Edge Award, where students are rewarded for the skills that they develop through time in school. I also deliver quite a few resources through AM registration, so that's developing each of the 5 skills, learning why they're important and why they're important when they leave school as well. So leadership, organisation, resilience, initiative and communication. So leadership's important not only for the taking charge of a situation, it also allows us to develop so many skills that we use every day, such as creativity, problem solving, thinking of new ways to solve things, as well as being able to give and receive feedback, most things that we run into every day in our lives. The standard leadership opportunities of head girl, deputy head girl. We've got form captains in every form, which also act as our Prenton Parliament rep. We've got Eco Council representatives, charity representatives, as well as academic leadership, which we have in MFL this year, as well as sports and dance leaders. Not everyone is going to feel like a natural leader, but I think part of it is developing those skills in ourselves. Leadership's not something that we're inherently born with, so it's all about developing those skills, like resilience, like initiative. The other thing is we never really know until we try, and a lot of the good ideas come from people we wouldn't expect good ideas to come from. So if we've got leadership and people volunteering from throughout the entire school, we can get some really good ideas from the students. Student leadership obviously needs to be student-led, so every member of staff has maybe an idea that could move the school forward, but if it's not right for the students, the students won't be on board with that. So if students are the ones who are coming up with the ideas, or they're identifying the potential issues, it's going to move the school forward for them. Pixel Edge is an award that rewards students for the work that they do in developing the key skills they need. So those key skills are what employers have said they want from their employees. So students have to pick some activities based on the 5 skills. They then describe what they're going to do, talk about how they would develop that key skill, and then evaluate what they've learned from it. So it comes in 3 levels. So yes, 7 are initially put onto the apprentice programme, same as everyone else throughout school, and they develop their 10 activities. Once they've reached the 10, they could graduate. If they're before year 9, they would graduate to Pioneer, which is 5 activities, 1 from each skill. And then if it's after year 9, they go to Graduate, where they do 8 activities. So it's 1 from each and then 3 of any other. It's really grown in strength from lockdown to now. So we've currently got 12 students who've achieved the award. We've got 8 in year 7 and then 4 in year 9 who've all then graduated onto the next level. And it's just been a real joy to see the work that students are putting in, especially during a really difficult time, to really make themselves be standout candidates for whatever their next steps might be. It makes the students more rounded, and it makes sure that they're leaving school with the very best that they can, as well as the academic qualifications that they'll gain. They're developing a well-rounded character that's going to stand out in an interview, regardless if that's for a job, for a further education or higher education placement, or even an apprenticeship. They're going to be asked about times when they've shown leadership, or more than ever now, times they've shown resilience, and it's probably one of the hardest things to show, but also to talk about. So they've kind of got this stage and platform that they can mention about how they've developed those skills. Obviously the role of head girl and deputy head girl is the most senior level of student leadership in school. So it's a sought after role by many students. For students who maybe aspire to that role, It works by them applying through a written letter, very similar to what they would have to do in most jobs. They then are shortlisted for an interview with the head, the deputy head and myself, and then they go forward to deliver a speech to the rest of the year. We are going to be establishing a new junior SSLT who will be in next year's year 10. So it's going to be their responsibility to really drive leadership forward, and they'll have oversight of Prenton Parliament, of charity, careers, enterprise, sports, LGBTQ+, so we can give every corner of the school a voice to be heard to really drive it forward. One of the things that we have included in the new head girl job specification, if you like, is that they'll have oversight of the junior SSLT in year 10, and obviously the junior SSLT in year 10 will have oversight of the form captains, ECO, council representatives, so it's kind of given them an idea of what life after school really holds, because lots of positions have you managing other people, so it's really developing every skill that we possibly can in the students. Pixel Edge has definitely been one of the most rewarding because it really allows me to see how the development of character is really paying off. So character development is sometimes, and personal development in itself, is something that doesn't give us immediate turnaround. So we don't often see what's being done maybe for years later. With Pixel Edge, we can kind of see how that work is being developed and how it's there in school. And just generally reading the work and the pride that the students put into the work that they do is overwhelming. And the pride they have when they achieve the award as well.